My name is Mary Jo Van Aert, and I live in the island of Lamu. So 10 years ago, some guests came to stay at our lodge, and their name is John and Georgina Seagram and Kaz Donald, who then started an organisation called the Kipungani Schools Trust. Originally, we were just going to build a small school in Lamu, which was called Kipungani. But after we completed that school, we had a lot more interest in our little charity than we ever thought we would have had. And so from that, we have now built 14 schools in this district, and we continue, I hope, to do so. We have, out of the 14 schools, we have schools on Lamu Island and on the mainland close to our lodge. Those schools are quite small. They only have from 200 to 400 children. But the schools that we have here in Malindi, the average is about 1,200 children per school. So I think in total we're around 10,000 children now being educated. Yes, there is two schools called Adu School and Ramada in an area very far away from Malindi, right in the inland, and those two schools are very overcrowded. They've actually, I think, got more than 1,200 children in each school, and there's a small school next to them. I've actually got some photos that I could show you, where it's just little mud huts. There's a great need which we wanted to try and help them because they are a feeder school. So finally, the problem with building 14 schools and having all these children, there is this need for something for these children to do. And at the end of the day, if one looks at it honestly, very few children get the chance to go to secondary education because they have to pay for that, which they don't have the funds for. And thirdly, very few children anyway get the results that are required to be able to go to secondary school. So having completed junior school and actually done extremely well, they are then left with nothing because there is very little else for them to do other than go home to their farms and help the parents. We feel there is a great need for a technical college in this area. The government do produce technical colleges, but a lot of the pupils that come out of those technical colleges are not that well qualified for the job. We would like to do a technical college where we can give real in-depth training in things like electrician, or for girls, tailoring, where they would be an asset to the community and help that area, as there is such a big population. I think if you look around Kenya, and maybe in other developing countries, I'm not sure, there are a lot of people who are very happy to build a school because they can build a school, they can feel that has finished their responsibility for what they wanted to do. There's no one that wants to do this further training because it's a long-term commitment that has to succeed. And so I feel quite strongly about it, but I do realise that that is something that is difficult to persuade donors to help us with.